Devil's Den. In 1946, Catherine Van Alst, an 8-year-old girl who was with her family at Devil's Den State Park, disappeared from their camp and got lost. 6 days later, she was found sitting in a cave approximately 48 kilometers away and 183 meters higher than the spot from which she had disappeared. The thing that perplexed the search party was Catherine's remarkable calmness when they found her. She was reported to have walked peacefully out of the cave and announced, "Here I am." How an 8-year-old girl, wearing only a bathing suit, managed to travel such a distance and show no signs of harm is still a mystery. Many suggest that something chased Catherine, which was why she strayed so far from the camp. While it likely wasn't the lumbering radioactive Bigfoot, it cannot be denied that it was indeed mysterious and that something sinister could be lurking in the Devil's Den Park. Gettysburg National Military Park. Gettysburg National Military Park was the site of one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War. During 3 days of brutal combat, casualties rose to over 50,000, and the creeks were said to have literally run red with blood. Today, hundreds of paranormal sightings are reported there every year. Many claim to have seen figures in Civil War uniforms, carrying old-looking weapons. Civil War reenactor Ray Hawk claimed that he and a friend were approached by a large haggard figure who handed them some cartridges. But when they looked up, he was gone. The cartridges were later confirmed to be genuine Civil War issue from 1863. Others claim to have found a figure appearing to be a hazy mist, lying face down in a bush, shaking violently from the supposed pain he was in. While these occurrences likely have rational explanations, they have not yet been solved. Perhaps we will never know if an army of the dead really does roam the grounds of Gettysburg National Military Park. Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta is located in the Shasta Trinity National Forest of California and is a place shrouded by mysteries and legends. The tribes who lived on the mountain once thought of it as a center of creation and all life, while New Age believers see it as the Earth's main point of spiritual energy. In 1931, a huge forest fire swept across the mountain, only to be stopped by a strange fog that arose suddenly. It was later realized that the fog had stopped the fire directly in line with the central time zone. This occurrence has never been explained scientifically. The mountain is also said to be an entry point to the fifth dimension and an energy supply base for extraterrestrial craft, with local villages reporting large humanoid figures observing them from a distance. The Smoky Mountains. The Smoky Mountains sit along the Tennessee and North Carolina border, with the national park covering over 187,000 acres of land. The site has been known for many disappearances over the years. Perhaps the strangest was the case of Dennis Martin in 1969. The 6-year-old boy and his family were on a hiking trip in the Smoky Mountains. Dennis and his 3 brothers decided to jump out at their parents when they walked past. The 3 brothers went one way, while Dennis went in the other direction because his bright red top made him more obvious. When the time came, the 3 brothers jumped out at their parents, but Dennis did not. They presumed that he had missed his cue and called his name while waiting for him to come out. Still, he did not. They went looking for Dennis and found no traces of him. So, they called for the search and rescue unit to assist in finding him. Dennis was not found by nighttime or in the many weeks of searching that followed. Some people reported seeing a small boy walking through the woods, while others reported finding various small items of clothing. But Dennis was never found. Many speculate that he was kidnapped or dragged off by a wild animal, but there is no evidence to support these theories. He left absolutely no trace. To this day, no one knows what exactly happened to Dennis, but he is presumed dead by authorities. Unfortunately, his case was only one of many to happen in the Smoky Mountains. So that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. and until the next video, goodbye.